Welcome back, LEGO builders and Minecrafters, to another episode of Building Mumbo's Base out of LEGO. This is episode 4, and in this episode we are going to do some inner kind of structure building, and maybe, but probably not, a little bit of the wrenches. And now I know I said that we were going to build up these wrenches in the last episode, but in this episode I'm going to have to do a lot of part inventorying and getting all the pieces I need to actually build these. And then maybe in like an episode, so like in episode 5 or in episode 6, we can build like all of them because the bricklink order will come with all the pieces that I need to build it. And in the last episode, we built out the entire octagon. So this thing is like 95% complete, and in this corner here, it is basically 100% complete, because it's just like a little mock-up so you can see what the finalized version will look like. So go check out that video on my channel if you haven't seen it already. But so in this episode, I already said something about inventorying. So I went ahead onto Studio, where I made my design of the wrenches. So here is a picture of like that design that I made in episode 2, I think it was. And so with Studio, you can just click add parts to your bricklink order or whatever. So then it will add those parts to your wish lists. And then so now I have all these parts listed on this big huge list here. And there are actually 2 lists. So I'm going to have to go through my parts and see what I have and then order what I don't have. So that will probably take me most of the time that I have for this episode this week. So there might not be a whole lot of building on camera, but I'm not slacking off. I'm doing other stuff behind camera. But I didn't want this episode to be like completely boring and pointless. So I stopped by the toy store / Lego store, and I picked up the Minecraft set 21140. And this is the chicken coop set, and probably most of you can already see where this is going, and that I kind of want to memorialize the Charrot on top of Mumbo Jumbo's base. So with this set, I'll take the chicken and do a little bit of enhancements to the front so that it's actually all closed up and stuff. And then we'll be putting the chicken on top of Mumbo's base, because as of right now, there is nothing on the top of Mumbo's base. So I thought, let's put the Charrot back up there, just for old time's sake and for fun. And surprisingly, I only have one other LEGO Minecraft set. So this is my second LEGO Minecraft set, and we'll be using this in this build. And with the rest of the set, I don't really need the pieces. I mainly got for the minifigures and the Charrot. Plus also we can use all of the green parts for the base part, or the greenery around the main structure in the middle. So I'll probably build this set up in this episode, and then we'll have the Charrot ready to go on top of Mumbo's base. So I guess I'll go ahead and build up this chicken right now. Okay, so this was a grind, and no, I'm not talking just about the chicken. The chicken was pretty easy. It's a simple little Lego set, or the Charrot, I should say. But the real grind was this. So I completed all the lists, went through my parts, organized, inventoried, and got everything like labeled and listed down. And then I went through on Bricklink, ordered all the pieces, and now we have 8 bricklink orders in place, and they should be coming hopefully in the next couple of weeks. So this grindage took about 2.5 days, so it took quite a while, and all of it was off camera. So if you don't get to see too much more in this episode, I'm sorry for that, but I did do a lot of work getting all those pieces, but that's all off camera because it's just boring. So I got a couple orders from the US, a couple from Canada, and a couple from Germany. So we have a ton of pieces coming in the mail, so we can build up the wrenches. So soon there's going to be a mega episode. Oh yeah, and in the beginning of the video, I completely forgot to mention, have yourselves a happy Halloween. Or this video might actually come out after Halloween, so I guess you've had a nice Halloween, hopefully. But I hope you all stay safe and have a great time tricking and treating around your neighborhood. So happy Halloween to you all. But moving back over to Lego, in total I ordered 4,400 pieces. So it's a lot of pieces, and when I actually looked at the wrenches, they're gonna actually be pretty big. So I am looking forward to that, and I am sure most of you are too. Because, again, and I know I keep saying this, but it's going to look amazing. Now, moving on to the Charrot, or the chicken, I have to do a little bit of enhancements on it, like cover up the front with a few more white bricks, and do a little bit with the butt end, with this tail or whatever coming out here. And then I'll probably take apart the set and then use these green pieces for the area down below. So we'll do a little bit of building in the time-lapse coming up. And what I kind of want to do is make sure that if I just quickly turn the camera here, if our like base plate thing over there, I need to kind of like flesh it out and make sure that it is all good, because we kind of changed the design to the octagon, so I kind of gotta adjust that. And also hopefully get a little bit more layout done, and maybe even start working on the terrain, or at least the supports inside for the terrain. So we got a Charrot to upgrade and some of the base plate stuff to do. So I guess let's jump right into that. And since it is close to Halloween whenever you're watching this, or maybe it's not, but for me, since it's close to Halloween, let's put in some Halloween time-lapse music. Let's go. Okay, so we kind of got this grid laid out, and this will be the foundation that basically everything is built on. And we finished the Charrot and upgraded him so he doesn't have like this opening in the front. And finished him off so he actually looks good. So there we go, we have the Charrot complete, and he has his little chickens on top of his head. The challenge chickens, that is, and so this Charrot is going to go on top of Mumbo's base, and I think it's a very good like nod towards the Charrot and the Charrot's time on Hermitcraft. So we got the Charrot built, and we got this grid laid out, and we even did a little bit more of the green here. And I'm pretty sure you can kind of see where I'm going with this, so there'll be like a green strip all around that's about 8 studs wide. And then we'll build up the hill and then do the foundation, so like the brown kind of pathway to Mumbo's base, and all of that good stuff. So I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of building, but it was all I had time for. If I had more time, I would have liked to finish the entire green strip all the way around, but that will have to wait for next episode. Unless all of the pieces that I ordered come in, which is very unlikely. And if they do come in, then we'll be building up all the wrenches instead. But most likely, next episode we'll be finishing the green ring and doing a little bit more like building of the hill and stuff. And then hopefully episode 6 is going to be a mega episode, and we'll finish all of the wrenches. But who knows, it could be next episode if all the pieces come. Oh, and something I forgot to show you, with the list that I made with all the parts, I inventoried like a third of the parts and I found the pieces that I already had in my collection. So we have these 3 big bags of pieces that are also going to be part of the wrenches. So all these pieces, plus also the pieces that I'm ordering, are going to complete the wrenches. So that's going to be amazing. So make sure you subscribe to catch that video with all of the wrenches built. So I hope this episode wasn't too boring. I mean, I did a lot of stuff off camera, so you guys didn't actually get to see too much. But I did make the Charrot, which is a cool little idea. And we also got all of these parts ready for the building of Mumbo's wrenches. And we even got a little bit of building, so not a bad episode at all. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe, and have a happy Halloween, everyone. Although this video probably came out after Halloween. But with that said, Gigahertz Productions, out.